What's going on, guys? CTG Matt back. Read the title today. I got a couple of quizzes. They're both NBA quizzes. I don't do them very often because they don't do well viewership wise, but today we're here. This quiz is the top 200 scorers from the 15-16 season, so about a decade ago, and this one is naming every roster movement from the 2025 offseason. This one should be a little bit easier, I hope. Now, that's obviously famous last words. That means I'm going to get 0 out of 79. No, I'm not going to get 0. But if you enjoy this video, you should like and you should subscribe. We're in a dry spell right now for things to talk about in the NBA land. So it's back to doing quizzes and other fun games until then. We're going to start this quiz in 3, 2, 1. All right, Timberwolves to Hawks. That's Alexander Walker. Grizzlies Hawks. That is Luke Kennard. Celtics Hawks is Porzingis. Hawks to Celtics. Is that Niang? All right, he just got traded yesterday, so I don't blame them for not having that. Josh Minot, Luka Garza, and Anthony Simons. The Nets. Who did they get from? Oh, it was Terrence Mann and Michael Porter Jr. Oh, just Porter. Okay. Bucks to Hornets. Bucks to Hornets. Is that not Micic? No. Who is that? Why do I not remember that? It's not Taurean Prince. I don't know. Not Chris Livingston. Don't know that one right now. Do I? Because the Hornets brought in a couple of point guard. Nah, hold on. Mavericks to Hornets is Dinwiddie. Suns to Hornets is Suns to Hornets. Not a Kogi, but he did get signed. Suns to Hornets. Not Nurkic, but he did get traded. Who is that? Suns to Hornets. The Suns had, I don't know, like Mark Williams got traded. I'm going to type him in anyways, but I know it's not Mark Williams. And then Jazz to Hornets is, the Hornets made a bunch of moves. That's Colin Sexton. Suns to Hornets. I'm trying to piece that one together. It's not Royce O'Neal. O'Neal? I don't think he's there. Yeah, it's not Royce. You think not Gillespie. Who's the Buck to Hornet? I don't know. Cavs to Bulls. That's Isaac Okoro. Cavs to Bulls, or Bulls to Cavs now. We got Lonzo Ball. And Hawks to Cavs is not Sam Merrill. Hawks to Cavs. Hawks to the Cavs. Who is that? I actually don't know. Who else did the Cavs get? I don't remember. Not Keaton Wallace. Keep moving. Nets to Mavs was D'Angelo Russell. Pelicans to Nuggets is Bruce Brown. Nets to Nuggets is Cam Johnson. Pistons to Nuggets is Tim Hardaway Jr. And Kings to Nuggets is Valanciunas. Hawks to Pistons is LeVert. And then Duncan Robinson. Okay. The Warriors, no additions. Bad offseason. Hawks to Rockets is Capella. Suns to Rockets is, I know it's not him, but Finney Smith. Suns to Rockets is Kevin Durant. Wow, that would have been a horrible miss. Celtics to Rockets is not Drew Holiday, but I'm gonna type it anyways. So that's Jaden Springer. No, but I'm pretty sure he went to the Rockets, didn't he? Celtics to Rockets. Who did they land from the Celtics last year? Not Cornette. He's a Spur. And it's not Jaden Springer, I don't think. Like, they didn't add any of our big men. Cornette left. Horford didn't go there. Is Horford unsigned still? Yeah. Grizzlies to Pacers is Jay Huff. Suns to Clippers is Beal. Jazz to Clippers is John Collins. Bucks to Clippers is Brook Lopez. Spurs to Clippers is who was on the Spurs last year that could have been moved? I don't remember. Charles Bassey? Chuck Bassey? No. Suns to Clippers is Mason Plumlee. Nope, it's not. What was I thinking? Mason Plumlee is The backup 5-man that they signed was Brook Lopez. They brought in Chris Paul. There we go. And they also brought in, at their 2, it's going to be Dunn. 3, Jones Jr., Kawhi. Amir Coffey's still out there. Did Amir Coffey didn't get signed, did he? Ooh. Who is the Sun to Clipper? What else do we got? Blazers to Lakers is... Blazers to Lakers. Who is that? Oh, that's DeAndre Ayton. Sorry, I'm thinking. I got people walking behind me in the recording. It's fucking with my brain. Kings to Lakers is Jake LaRavia. Almost forgot he was a Grizzlies to Kings trade last year. What a pointless trade that was. Wizards to Lakers is Wizards to Lakers. Who else did they sign? They brought in Marcus Smart. There it is. Okay, Magic to Grizzlies is Cole Anthony's there for the Bucks. Magic Grizzlies is Caldwell Pope. I make the same joke every time. West Caldwell. If you understand that reference, comment down below. You're a fan favorite to me. Cavs to Grizzlies is Ty Jerome. Rockets to Grizzlies is Rockets to Grizzlies. I don't remember. Who did they sign? Not Jeff Green. It's Jalen Green's on there. They didn't sign Aaron Holiday. They signed... Is it a backup 5-man? No, because Steven Adams stayed. So, at the 4, Jabari, no. Did they bring in, not John Conchar. Yeah, I'm thinking of their backup big man, Jock Landale. There we go. Pistons to Heat is... Okay, I'm just going to type in Norm Powell. And the Pistons to Heat is... Who did they bring in from the Pistons last year? Who was on the Pistons last year? Schroeder's there for the Kings. Might as well just put it. Pistons to Heat. Who was that? Pistons last year. Cade, Ivy, Schroeder, Hardaway Jr. It's not... Obviously, it's not the Gambler, Malik Beasley. Not Beef Stew. It's not Jalen Duren. It's not B-Ball Paul Reed. Who did they get? I'm trying to piece it together, but I just don't know. All right. Pacers to Bucks. Pacers to Bucks is Miles Turner. Magic to Bucks. Another one is Gary Harris. Timberwolves, no additions. Pelicans get Jordan Poole. CJ McCollum got traded as part of that. Wizards to Pelicans. It's all from that trade. It was Jordan Poole, Sadiq Bey, and... Ooh, damn. I don't know. I don't remember the third part of that trade. Wasn't a pretty one, I'll tell you that much. Knicks get Jordan Clarkson and Yabusele. Silent winners of the offseason. It's like a B+ offseason, and that's kind of what they needed. Grizzlies to Magic. That's Desmond Bane. And Suns to Magic is... I'm trying to think somebody who fits that like defensive culture they have, because there's no way they sign someone who's like a bad defender or something like that. It's not like Grayson Allen, is it? Oh, gotta re-click the thing. It's not like Grayson Allen. No, he's still in Phoenix. Huh? Who went from the Suns over there? Bol he re-signed. So at the Suns, it's not Gillespie. It's not Booker. It's not Beal. It's not Dylan Brooks. He's over there, though. Nets to 76ers is... Net to 76ers, not Jabari Walker. Philadelphia signed somebody from Brooklyn last year. And it's not like... not Justin Edwards. He was a re-signee. They brought in not Zaire Williams. Oh, my goodness. Who did they bring in from Brooklyn last year? Oh, my God. Not Keon Johnson. Not Tosan. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I don't have it. All right, I'm going to move over, like, here. It's a weird spot, but it just shows you the bottom row. 76ers to Suns. Dang, the Suns made a lot of ads. Weird team. Lakers to Suns. What did the Lakers... Oh, Goodwin. Jordan Goodwin. Free agent to Suns is quite the track, I guess. Was he out of a job last year? I have no idea who that is. He was out of a job last year. Just magically poofed back into the league. Okay. 76ers, who did they lose in the offseason? Not Kyle Lowry. Eric Gordon re-signed. So did Kelly Oubre. He's back. Yabusele left to the Knicks. Quentin Grimes is still in free agency. Okay. What the fuck? Cool. Free agent to Suns is hilarious. Portland. Bucks to Trailblazers is Lillard. Wow, almost forgot Dame was a Buck for a minute. That's crazy. Spurs to Wizards. That's Kelly Olynyk. No, wrong. It's the same trade package, just wrong return. They got a guy from there. It's not Middleton. Who is that? Spurs to Wizards to Trailblazers is quite the uncommon path. I can't remember who else was a part of that deal. Clippers to Kings is Clippers to Kings. Who did the Kings bring in? It was a mid-free agency for them because they brought in... It wasn't... Who did they bring in from the Nuggets as well? Not Dario. Oh, it is Dario. Huh. I don't remember that one at all. Must have slipped my mind. I don't know. Kobe Brown. Who did they steal from the Clippers last year? Not Zubac. Not Jarek Jones Jr. Oh, Tyus Jones. Okay, well, there's one we get back. And then Pistons to Spurs. Eek. Pistons to Spurs. Who else did they add? Did they bring in a guard? I don't know. I don't know who that is. Spurs to Raptors. The Raptors acquired someone, not Jakob Poeltl. He re-signed. Who did they add from the Spurs last year? Oh, Mamu. Is it Mamu Kelashvili? Oh my God, Sandro Mamu Kelashvili. That's my guy. Heat to Jazz, and then Heat to Jazz. The Jazz brought in. It was vets that the Heat were unloading. Not Terry Rozier. There was other contracts. Who is it? I think it was Kevin Love and not Thomas Bryant. They had Thomas Bryant though. Not Tony Bradley. It was another guy that they got who's like a veteran. I'm pretty sure he's like an older guy. The Heat last year had random vets. Okay, I'm just yapping. All right, Wizards time. Spurs to Wizards is... I don't know. Spurs to Wizards is weird. And then Rockets to Wizards is... Oh, that's Cam Whitmore. Okay. 14 left. 14's a lot. It really is a lot. Kind of sucks. But do I know these players is the issue. Heat to Jazz, it's like another older player, I think. Might be the wrong guy that I'm thinking of. But I feel like with Kevin Love, there was another guy where the contract was attached. It's not Duncan Robinson. It's not Tyler Hero. It's it's obviously not Bam. Who was the backup five? Khalil Ware? No. Pelle Larson? No. I'm just sifting through the Heat's roster last year trying to think of names. I'm going to be a little bit because I really, really, really want to remember this. You know what? Let's go back up to the top. The bottom's depressing. Let's go up to the top. I got all these except for Charlotte. Okay. Charlotte added Terrence Mann in the deal that got the Hawks Porzingis. They added somebody from the Butt. It's Pat Connaughton. Okay, I have to re-click the thing. My fault. Connaughton. 3 N's. Connaughton. Okay, Patty C. I like that. We're on the right track. We're going to the Cavs now. The Cavs from the Hawks added, I don't know. Keep scrolling. The Clippers additions were... I feel like it was another big name. That they added. Bradley Beal, John Collins, Brook Lopez. Who else did they add from the Suns last year? The Hawks Cavs is Larry Nance Jr. There we go. Okay. The Rocket from Celtics isn't. It's not Jaden Springer. I feel like they have Jaden Springer. Back to the bottom we go. I don't know. I got one extra. That last one for Portland. He came from the Spurs. The Spurs last year had so at guard it was Fox, it was Chris Paul, it was Stephon Castle. Who did they have buried on the bench? Blake Wesley? I don't know if he left. He did. Blake Wesley absolutely left. Okay. The Kings from the Clippers is really weird. This Jazz one's bothering me, dude. It's a vet. I think he's a little bit older, and I think he's like a wing or a big. I don't think it's a guard. I know he's older, though. Okay. And then who did the Wizards add from the Spurs? The Kings had a nasty offseason because they brought in Drew Eubanks. There we go. Okay. Suns. Who else did the Suns add? Nobody. I was going to type John Conchar for the second time in this video, and it would have been wrong for the second time in this video. I have Mark Williams. They added from the 76ers. Didn't what's his name just get waived? Ricky Council? Ricky Council 4. No. Who else did they add? Free agent to Suns is heinous. Jared Butler is that answer. There we go. Jared Butler is that answer. I don't know who free agent to Spurs is, or Suns. I don't know. Pistons is, I don't know. I got a minute 30 and I can get it down one more. I'm within 10, which is cool with me. I got a majority of the top done. Who is that Suns to Clipper? I feel like it's a big like good player. Cody Martin. Cody Martin was a Sun last year. No. Are we sure Vasil Micic isn't on here? Can we check a third time for Vasil Micic? There was another guy that they added. I don't know. Pistons to Heat. Is that last one Kyle Anderson for the Jazz? It is. It is. I don't even have to check. I know it. I said it was an older guy. Yeah, he fits the bill. I got it down to 8. I walked it down a little bit. Who else can I get here? Celtics to Rockets. I don't know who that is because it's not Kata. It's not Tillman. It's obviously not Peyton Pritchard. It's not Jaden Springer. Somehow it's not Jaden Springer. I feel like they got him again, though. Who else had a good addition? Jabari Walker? No. The 76ers had Trendon Watford. There we go. I'm fine with 7 down. All right. Give up. Not bad. All things considered, not bad. I missed J.D. Davison. Damn it. That's bad. He was in the G League MVP. All right. I got to put some respect on his name. Ty, Kentucky's finest. Damn it. I can't believe I missed that one. Fontecchio. I don't remember him even playing for the Pistons last year. Kevon Looney, that's a horrible miss. Horrible miss. I think it's because I read them all as Wizards. I read Warriors as Wizards, and it threw me off. Free agent to Suns is Nigel Hayes-Davis. Okay. Malachi Branham and Lindy Waters, Native American. Fire. We love Lindy Waters around here. What was my best pull, fellas? Probably Mamu. Was it Mamu? Jared Butler. It wasn't Mamu. People actually can type in Mamu. Good for them. And my worst miss is Kevon Looney. Yeah, it's Kevon Looney. It's not even close. All right, let's move on to the next one. Quiz number 2 is a lot more difficult. It's a top 200 scorers from 2015-2016. I'm ready for absolute hell. Let's go. James Harden, Harden, Curry, Durant, David West, Westbrook, James, Lillard. Look how high Dame is. Good for him. Indiana, Paul George. Jesus, come on, George. DeRozan. What a time when DeMar was a Raptor. Isaiah Thomas. Klay Thompson. Draymond Green's going to be on here. Gerald Green is to Gerald Green. Wow. Sacramento. Fox? No. Cousins. Oof, almost forgot about Boog. Kemba. Minnesota. Kevin Love. No. Minnesota is Wiggins. Towns as well. Look how high they were. Good for man. There was a real time when that was like it could have been it duo. Another Portland guy, McCollum, Ray McCollum. Kyle Lowry. Remember that video of that guy with hot sauce or killer Kyle Korver over Kyle Lowry? What a video. Utah. It's not Donovan Mitchell, is it? Yeah. Did I type that right? Mitchell? Okay. Utah. Gordon Hayward. There we go. Knicks. Anthony. Washington. Wall. Beal. He's on here too, isn't he? Yeah. Spurs. Aldridge? It's either Aldridge or Leonard. There we go. Duncan might be on here too. No? How about Ginobili? Parker. Jabari Parker. Okay. Brooklyn. Russell? No. Brooklyn back then. Brook Lopez? Oh, God. He was really high up. Good for Brook, man. Detroit back in the day. Drummond? No. Is that Brandon Jennings? No. Fuck Brandon Jennings. I have no regrets saying that. Detroit. Who was getting buckets in Detroit? Brandon Knight. He was in Phoenix still. Goran Dragic. Let's get him out of the way while we're here. We might as well just throw in Eric Bledsoe, too. Get the whole tandem in. Who was the Detroit player back in the day getting buckets? It wasn't Brandon Knight. It wasn't Brandon Jennings. It was that other small guard. It wasn't Reggie Jackson, is it? It is Reggie Jackson. Wow. Anthony Davis. Clippers. Paul. Griffin. Jordan. Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo. And then Middleton. Miami. Jimmy Butler's on here. I know that's not him, but yeah. Miami. Who was Bosh? Wade. Okay, there we go. Atlanta Joe Johnson. No. He was in he got traded that year. Okay. Atlanta. Jeff Teague. Millsap. Patty Mills. Millsap. Horford. Corver. Damari Carroll. No. It was a nice try. Dallas. Nowitzki. Durkee. The Durkee. Clipper ships. I already got the big three. Redick. It's JJ. Lakers. Julius Randle. Nope. Kobe. Nope. Well, yes, but nope. Kobe doesn't really take no for an answer. Never mind. All right, we're treading waters beyond. You take a fucking chill pill. Laugh every once in a while, bud. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Just breathe and laugh. Lakers. Who the fuck else was playing there? Jeremy Lin. He was in Charlotte. Great. Who else was playing on that team? Brandon Ingram wasn't drafted yet. Who was playing with Kobe? Jordan Clarkson. There we go. Orlando. Vucevic. Fournier. Okay. Milwaukee also had another guy. Did they? So it's not Giannis and it's not Middleton. And Larry Sanders. No, it's not Jabari Parker either, which makes it even tougher because my first jump was Jabari Parker. I don't know who this could be. Milwaukee. And this guy was just really good. Huh. Center wasn't Larry Sanders. It wasn't John Henson. He was actually pretty good. It's not Eric Bledsoe. Who the hell else was playing guard for them back then? I don't know. Is it DJ Augustine? No. It was a fun try. Sacramento again. Rondo? No. McDermott. There's Doug, the Duggernaut. Chicago back then. Dang. Rose. Noah. Oh, not Joe Kim. Who else was playing? Heinrich. Or Kirk Heinrich is a name I can't spell. Heinrich. Yeah, I feel like I had it with the EI. If it's not him, it's not him. Let it go. Sacramento back in the day. Who was playing for them Sacramento teams, bro? Like, I don't know. Who was their second leading scorer? Fucking Thomas Robinson? Jimmer Fredette. Yeah. I don't know. Tyreek Evans. No, that was the best guess I had. Who else did they draft? Do they draft well at all? Not really. Denver. Jokic? No. Nurkic? No. Fareed? No. Jameer Nelson? No. Ooh, that was tough. Ty Lawson? No. Gallinari? No. Well, yes, but no. What the fuck? That Bucks one is throwing me off. Who was on the Bucks in 2015-16? That's not Giannis, Middleton, Bledsoe. I don't know. Is it he became a coach, Dunleavy? No. Okay. Kind of limping through it now. Who else we got? Boston. Avery Bradley. It is Avery Bradley. Jay Crowder is on here too then. Sullinger? Is Jared Sullinger on here? Yes. How about Zeller? Yes. How about who else could have been around? Humphreys. It's an awful guess. Just having fun, man. Relax. Aaron Baines. No, damn it. I wanted Aaron Baines bad. Utah. Gobert. He's on here. 2016 Utah. Rubio. He wasn't on the team yet, but he's still here. Detroit, Orlando. Tobias Harris. He's on here. Gary Harris. That's not Tobias. Stanley Johnson's on here. That's fun. Detroit. Detroit has scorers, and they all stink somehow. Who could be on? Is that Rudy Gay? Wild stuff. Denver had... What was his name? Not Anthony. Is it Will Barton? Yes. The Milwaukee player is what's bothering me, because I genuinely should know who that is. Who was a Bull back then? So this was pre-Wade. This is Gasol year. Wild. Orlando. Is Oladipo on here? Oladipo? That's him? Levine? I'm on a fucking roll. Except for Utah. I don't know Utah. Detroit. That's a person. Scroll up. Pelicans. Who else is on the Pelicans with Anthony Davis? They have like another big man that I'm not thinking of. Ashik? No, not Omer Ashik. I don't know. What about... Dog, I see Atlanta. I know it's not him, but Trae Young. It's Thad. There's Thadjic Johnson. Congratulations, Thadjic. Congratulations to Thadjic Johnson for making the list. Clippers around that time. Harrison Barnes is on here. Can I get to 100 real quick? Who else was getting buckets back in the day? I'm gonna think of like 6 men now, like Jamal Crawford, Lou Williams, Rodney Hood. Bench scorers. Monte Ellis. Bench scorers. Brandon Knight and Brandon Jennings felt like good guesses, and they weren't here. Same with Reggie Jackson, to be honest. I don't know. It helps that I'm getting like 2s and 3s from putting in like Thad Young. It probably is another Young. There's probably another there's a couple of Youngs, a couple of Williams. That definitely helped. Who else was on Utah back in the day? Like, this is beyond the era of Kirilenko and Darren Williams. Who was... I don't even know. Dallas, is that Barea? One of them. Who else was on Dallas around that time? They were real sad. Tyson Chandler. He's not here. Guard for Dallas around that time. That was post-Rondo trade. So they were struggling. Dennis Smith Jr. Okay, J.R. Smith and Ish Smith. Ish Smith with that little crossover. He was filthy. Knicks. Who was on the Knicks? Porzingis. There's one of them. Who else is on that Knicks team with Porzingis? This is after him. Marcus Morris. One of the Morris twins, at least. Probably both. Indiana around that time also had... Roy Hibbert. It wasn't him. no Hib. Point guard was George Hill. Shooting guard, I got Jordan Hill too. That's crazy. Shooting guard was Lance Stevenson. 3 was Paul George. 4 was David West. 5 was Roy Hibbert off the bench. Why do I think like Wesley was on that team? Jamal Tinsley. Like, these are stupid guesses. But they're the names that run through my mind when I think of like 2000s. But where the issue is we're in the middle of the fucking 2010s, not 04. Who else was on these teams? Okay, so around this time, the Thunder were really good. It was Westbrook. It was Roberson. No, I didn't think Roberson would be scoring. Their 2 was Kevin Martin for a little while. They had Cephalosha. Is it Cephalosha? No, I thought so. It's not Tabo. Surge is at the 4. Perkins is there. Fucking, again, my grandmother walking in the background, asking me questions. I don't know. Who else? I was thinking of the Thunder. They had Ibaka, Perkins off the bench. Their bench was not deep at all. They had that one really bulky guy, not Terrence Ferguson. I know it's not Terrence Ferguson. I want to type him anyway. Shout out T. Ferg. Houston around that time, Nene, Ryan Anderson. Oh, he's a Pelican. Okay. Houston around that time had Harden, their point, Dwight Howard. There's Dwight. At the 2, it was... So they had Harden at the 2, right? And they still had their point guard out there. I don't know. Who was... Oh, the Thunder back in the day had a decent bench because they had Ennis Freedom. Ennis Cantor. There we go. Memphis. Randolph. Okay. Allen. Conley. Dang. All right. Nice little rip-off there. Conley. Shooting guard, which was... OJ Mayo. No. 2 guard I don't remember very well right now. 3 could have been like Tony Allen, and then it would be Randolph Gasol off the bench. Who was coming in off their bench? I actually don't remember. Charlotte. You know who I remember? Josh McRoberts. Okay, it's not Josh McRoberts. Phoenix around that time also had some O'Neal. That'd be crazy. Nash. Yeah, imagine. Phoenix. Sean Marion was gone. Maybe he's somewhere else. Not. That's weird. Who was playing in Phoenix around that time? That was the Dragic years. Their big man was Gortat. He was in Washington by then. Shit. I'm so boned if I don't know who their center was. Phoenix's center when they were running that double big, or that double guard. They had like 4 guards at one point. It was ridiculous. I don't know. I'm just going through random names at this point. I'm going to get to like 125, and I'm going to feel okay with that. I'm hoping. Ish Smith is on here already. I typed in Ish Smith, right? Yeah. Wesley Matthews. Is he 2 T's? Why do I think he's always 1? Wesley Matthews is on here as a Maverick. Okay. Well, that's not what I was thinking of. Who is the Hornet? It's not Kemba. Jeremy Lamb? He was maybe in OKC at that point still. Sacramento, 800 points. Like, that's not something to scoff at, but it's not great. Philadelphia around that time was real interesting. Let's browse Philadelphia real quick. Because they had, this was before Embiid really broke out. Noel? Yes. Okafor? Yes. We're getting somewhere. They also had, what was his name? He was a crafty little guard. He could score at the rim. Tony Roten. Oh, ooh, that one hurt. Wanted Tony Roten to be on here. Jeremy Grant. One of them. Might be Jerry in Notre Dame's finest. Jerry and Grant. Promise not to laugh at Jerry and Grant. Jared Dudley. He was in Washington too. Did they do a mass swap? How did Gortat and Jared Dudley end up there after Phoenix? I don't know. Was Richard Jefferson? Richard Jefferson was still kicking around. Hell yeah. Who else was still kicking tires around here? Tristan Thompson's already on here. I got Clay. Detroit. Moose. It's not Moose. Oh man, that hurt. Sucks so bad. Who was getting buckets with Kemba? Oh, it's Al Jefferson. It wouldn't be Al Jefferson because I just typed Richard. Oh, no. Did I do the color wheel yet? Green? Yes. Brown? Yes. White? Yes. Okay. So I handled the color wheel already. Phoenix, Charlotte, Cleveland. Cleveland around that time had their big three. Kyrie Irving. Oh, that would have been bad. And then their 5-man was Tristan Thompson. Off the bench, it was like George Hill. Bad benches. Sacramento again. Stop showing me Sacramento. Who was scoring? I can't believe Tyreek Evans isn't on here. So weird. Derek Favors, is that Utah? Is Derek Favors that Utah? Yep. Phoenix. Dude, these Phoenix ones are getting a little bit tougher because I genuinely don't know. Amari Stoudemire. Yeah, imagine. Trevor Booker. Oh, Devin Booker. I said Trevor Booker. My fault. Trevor Booker. I thought of Trevor Booker before Devin Booker. Oh my god, my brain's fried. I can't stop laughing at that. Who else is on those shitty process Sixers teams? Rocco was Covington. There's Rocco. He was in Philadelphia still. Yeah, it was a very bad team. I typed in Gary Harris, right? I did. Thrill Barton. Thrill Barton was fun, dog. He played in Portland for a little while. Remember that Thomas Robinson block? That was Thomas Robinson's only ever highlight. I don't know why I'm talking about it, but it was fun. It's not Drummond for Detroit. And it's not Reggie Jackson. It's not Tobias Harris. At this point, I'm like, who is that? Stretch 5? I don't know. RC Diacono. I don't know. I wanted Archie real bad. Who's a snipe that I can put in here? Houston, Washington. That's not Nene. Nene. What about if I type in Hilario? No. Okay. Think of a name. Marco Bellinelli. Did I spell it wrong? Bellinelli. Oh. Okay. CJ Miles was on those Pacers teams. Pelicans. Not Rondo. Drew Holiday. Holy shit. I'm so okay. Deion Waiters. And Courtney Lee. He's still in the league. 135'd it. I got way above average. Damn, I was cooking, but I forgot KCP. Nick Batum in it. Dude, he was depressed as hell in Charlotte. Miami, Hassan Whiteside. That was the year of Hassan Whiteside, yeah. DC, he retired to become a preacher or whatever the hell he does. Something religious. Good for him. T. Riza. That's fun. Mirza. Oh, this is a name I haven't heard in a long while. Mirza Teletovic. He was super good. A shooter. Aaron Aflalo. Remember he socked up. Who was it that he punched in the face? I forget. Bojan as a net. He just retired recently, didn't he? Sad. Dennis Schroeder. Kent Bazemore back-to-back. What a heinous Hawks team. Moutier!
Burke ahead to Moutier. Moutier throws it down!
I remember I was the biggest Emmanuel Mudiay fan coming into that draft class. I was bit on him being a star, dude. Like, no joke. He was that guy for me. Never worked. Pull up for the 3-auto Porter. Shabazz Muhammad, he was 40. Evan Turner, bad miss. Isaiah Kanan, wow. Al-Farouq Aminu, Chandler Parsons, Alan Crabb, Mr. Consistent. Gorgie Zhang, Omri Caspi, Ramon Sessions, Alfred Payton, Mirotic, he's another one that left to go back overseas. Valanciunas is still active. I just forgot about him in Toronto. Is there any other like Hall of Fame players on here that I forgot? Darrell Arthur, Costa Koufis, Ben McLemore, Tony Douglas. Wow. Tony Douglas, wasn't he in Memphis for a little bit? Jared Bayless, Summer League legend. Clint Capella was in the league by then. I didn't believe it. Pat was good. Marcus Smart, bad miss. John Lure, wow. Shane Larkin, Celtics legend. Fucking Delly. Garrett Temple, Wayne Ellington, Marcus Thornton, another Celtics legend. Corey Brewer, Austin Rivers, Frank Kaminsky, top 10 overall pick or whatever. Awful player. Nick Stauskas, another bust. Miles Turner. Thinking about the Pacers, I probably should have put him, but the timeline of him and Paul George being there is so weird in my mind. Luis Scola was still active. Jan Mahinmi, PJ Tucker, Zaza, Steven Adams, Mario Chalmers, Taj, Langston Galloway, Gerald Henderson. Gerald Henderson was nice. I almost typed in, y'all remember Jared Pendergraph? Remember him? That's a name. If anyone remembers Jared Pendergraph, that feels right. My worst miss was, let's see. My worst miss by percentage points was Aaron Gordon and Eric Gordon. Oh, because it's just last name Gordon. Cool. Hassan Whiteside, yeah, it's a bad miss. My best pull, Jared Dudley. Cool. All right, well, I pulled a lot of the mid ones like Courtney Lee. Wow. All right, I had fun recording this video. If you enjoyed watching this video, then you should consider liking and subscribing. I'm not asking for the world out of you. I'm asking for you to stick around and stay around and have some fun. I'm going to go catch a game. See you guys in the next one. Thanks for joining.